Hello, and welcome to Virtual Boy Wario Land, sister game to Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3, and the second game in the Wario Land franchise. Now, you're probably wondering, but what about the Wario Land timeline? Where does it fit in there? Don't worry about it. It's the first one in the timeline. Don't worry about it. That's a different video. But what we are instead here to worry about is Let's Playing Virtual Boy Wario Land. Now, why am I Let's Playing this game? I should be done Let's Playing Wario Land games. I played Wario Land Shake It, and that should have been it. It should have. But on the completion of that game, I realized my life was bereft of meaning. I was directionless. I wandered the streets, sweaty, smelly, confused. I should have reordered that so sweaty came last because that'd probably be fun. I was confused and I was smelling so bad. And I was wandering the streets and I was asking questions the man didn't want me to ask. And eventually, a helpful stranger came across me. I asked my questions, and they looked at me kind, benevolent, handsome, and beautiful. And they said, why don't you just let's play Virtual Boy Wario Land? Maybe that'll make you feel better. And I said, oh, yeah, thank you. That's a good idea. And that kind, helpful, beautiful, handsome stranger was you. Thank you, viewer. You saved me. And also now this video and the resulting series is your fault. So we're going to be playing through this game because I never let's played through it. I streamed it when it should have happened after Wario Land, before Wario Land 2. Streamed it blind because I had never played it before. But now we're doing a Let's Play because I can. So, welcome to Virtual Boy Wario Land once again. Before we jump into this game, I don't want you thinking this is some low-effort LP that I'm just cranking out. Because I'm going to show you this bat. This bat has a very cute face. Data Clear Bat. Our favorite bat. It's cuter than the other bats, which is why I'm terrorizing this bat, making him drop the sign that would show that we had progress, but I don't want to be too mean to the bat, so I'm also going to utilize their services. So this is sort of going to be a chill, relaxed Let's Play. I say sort of because there is a caveat to it. I was trying to think of the word caveat and thought of the word cravat, which is not the same, but it's going to be a chill, relaxed Let's Play, just like the good man, the big man, our man, mountain of a man, Wario, who's chilling, relaxing until he gets hijinxed by an aquatic animal. Such a relatable man Wario is, because just like you and I, he gets hijinxed by aquatic mammals on a daily basis, but unlike you and I, when he gets hijinxed by aquatic mammals, he sees treasure heading behind the falls of the Amazon rainforest. I assume it's a rainforest, Amazon. But, you know, he sees treasure off in the distance, which you and I don't normally. When you and I see treasure, our boss fires us and has us killed or something. But when he sees treasure, Wario goes on an adventure. Treasure gives Wario his purpose, which he doesn't need to pursue treasure to have a fulfilling life. But I need Wario to have a fulfilling life. I certainly couldn't learn a lesson from what I just said. So these are masked guys that are very standard, cute, blobby little enemies with something sharp in front of us. Them, not in front of us. There will be if they try to attack us because they're enemies. You know, they're pretty standard for Wario Land games. Speaking standard Wario Land games, there's a vault here guarded by 10 treasures. That's not a standard, but I just wanted to point out that this is a vault that opens whenever you put all the treasures in a thing in front of it instead of putting the treasures inside the vault, because this is a Let's Play on video for the YouTube, so you have to be weird and pedantic because that's what people do, I guess. I just wanted to point out that the setup for this game is very similar to Wario Land 4, and I wonder if Wario Land 4, like, it was like an intentional homage. There's a run button in this game, by the way. I'm holding the run button. So Wario is a hauling ass, because we're going to want to haul ass in this Let's Play. I'll talk about that in a moment, because I'm still talking about the intro. You know, Wario sees treasure. He chases after it blindly. He falls in a hole. He doesn't go wah. He goes wah in Wario Land 4, but not in this one when he falls because of voice sampling, Game Boy Advance power. But you know, the point I'm trying to make is, was it an intentional homage, or is it just, you know, it's a simple premise, so just they happened across it. Who's to say, who's to know? I certainly don't. And I have so many things I want to say, but I want to haul ass, but I also want to show off this game and the power that it holds, because it's a sequel to this is not what I want. Get out of my way. It's a sequel to Wario Land 1, so there's a lot of things in here that, you know, kind of went by the wayside, like the power-up system as opposed to the transformation system, which, spoilers, I think is a superior system. It's not spoilers. I've played all the other Wario Land games. Maybe you're watching these chronologically. Who's to say, who's to know? There's so many things that I have to talk about here. There's so many game mechanics. But I'm just going to get this out of the way. I want to haul ass, because I want to get the best ending in this game. You get the best ending in this game for getting all of the treasures in the game and finishing in under 2 hours. I've played this game once. Is it reasonable for me to think I should be able to finish this in 2 hours? Probably not. But we're going to do our darndest. And we can sit here for a moment because time does not pass on the save point. So I can just, I guess, point out a few things. We can see our treasures. We can see what levels there are, labeled 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. That threw me for a loop when I streamed this. I was like, they're not ordered right. Not numerical. They're not in a numerical order, right? But no, they're showing you what level they're in. We can see how many coins we have. We can see how much time we've spent. The 3 things that will determine your endings. Your endings are based on either an emphasis on either how much money you got, or if you got all the treasures, or if you got all the treasures and beat it in under 2 hours. We can also see how far we are into the game. We can see there are 14 levels with 4 bosses, 15 levels if you include the final boss as a level. I don't know. I assume this 14 one, it's small, so I assume that's the boss level, but it's not off to the side like the other skulls. But, it's the final boss so to set up there. And also we have our friend, the aquatic mammal, who has come to take diligent notes on our adventure. So thank you very much for saving our progress. Also, I passed it, but there was a room beneath us with a heart and a money, and we could go in there and we could gamble our hard-earned money. For hearts, you get 100 hearts, you get an extra life. You can also get lives in there, like just straight up extra lives, not also the additional like heart things. And then the money room, we can go gamble our money to try and make us some more money, which you need a lot of money if you want to get like the best money ending. But we're not worried about that. We're worried about the best ending, which is treasure-based, baby. But I will show you those games now. So the first minigame we'll be playing is the Heart minigame. And just like the Heart minigame in Wario Land 1, this one's like an actual game you can play, but instead of playing golf, we're interacting with the main game mechanic of jumping between the foreground and the background. Now, I don't think that this is a bad game mechanic. In fact, I think it's just fine. It's a nice mechanic that shows off the system, and it's neat. Switching between the foreground and the background isn't like a super distracting gimmick or anything. I think it's fun. I think this is a neat little mini game. I would say it's not all that important because hearts and lives won't matter, but I remember game overing in the stream of the game, so it's probably important. But it's a nice little mini game. I enjoyed it. We can get 1-ups, which are diamonds, for whatever reason. I guess you pick up a diamond and it just makes Wario feel like he can live just a little bit more. So the Heart game was a mini game, a game we could play. This one, it's a good old classic favorite, gambling. So we have 3 tiers that we can pick, the 3, 6, and 10, which have higher jackpots, whereas this one will give us a ×3, the next one gives us a ×6, gives us a ×10. But the reason why you wouldn't always go for the ×10 is that there are more options each time. I don't know if there are 1 jackpot and the rest are wrong. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I'm not too terribly sure. I played it a couple times, and I lose right here, and I only get 1 of these skull guys, but I had lost before and gotten multiple skull guys. So not entirely sure if there are multiple levels of failure, if there's multiple levels of jackpot, but it's a fine little gambling minigame for coins. Wow, those sure were mini-games, weren't they? So we're Bull Wario. So like I said, this game is based off of hat transformations, and Bull Wario is one of the pinnacle transformations. I actually don't want to come back here. I wanted to show off that was there, and then accidentally showed it off. So I'll just mention these right now since I just did them. Those jump pads send us between the foreground and the background. That's kind of the main gimmick of this game. This is a Virtual Boy game. It's trying to show off the 3D prowess of the Virtual Boy. It's a neat effect. I mean, it doesn't really come through all that well now, and that little guy got me, which made me become Small Wario. But it's a neat effect, and I feel like while it might show off the 3D pretty nicely, choose to say it was a Virtual Boy. So what is showing it off nicely? Dunk on, I guess, the Virtual Boy. Wow, super cool. But it's a neat effect that even 3D-less it works, and I wish I had another power-up, because if I had the Bull Wario, this is a breakable block. We could have gotten in there and gotten a 1-up. 1-ups in this game are diamonds, and which is a little strange. I think this is the Bull power-up, but we don't have time to turn around. We got to haul ass. I need to get out of here. So let's talk about hats. Bull Wario. I believe one of these is breakable. If you break it, there'll be like a jump pad. I don't know if there's a better name for these things. They're jump pads, though. I got hit, which is fine, because there's a dragon crystal right here, which makes us become Sea Dragon Wario. Another, not exactly a pinnacle transformation, but that's just me being, I guess, weird and pedantic about what I think are the best transformations by saying pinnacle. So Bull Wario, you're stronger. You can break blocks that that the normal Wario cannot break, a normal Wario being Wario with the Exploration hat. You can also ground pound, which is cool and good. Okay, so when you get hit, you become Small Wario. Small Wario can't do the tackle dash, whatever you want to call it, that Wario is known for. So it's bad to be Small Wario, and if you get hit Small Wario, you die. If you pick up garlic as Small Wario, you become Normal Wario. If you pick up garlic as anyone else, you become Bull Wario. And Bull Wario does the things I just said. Sea Dragon, you lose your ability to do the tackle, but you can now shoot fire, which will be useful if you were to, say, go into a water level. And conveniently for us, some game design happened here, and we are given a water level immediately after seeing the getting the dragon power up. Isn't it nice? And there's some cool chainsaw fish enemies, very cool enemies. They're sharks with chainsaws coming out of their face and masks, and we love and appreciate them. There was a hidden area back there that I skipped, because like I said, I would like to haul ass, and we need to sneak on by these eels. These eels, enemies that kind of give me trouble, and lots of video games with these eels end up giving me trouble. They're in Wario Land 4 as well. I mean, probably not the same enemy, but the same idea of an eel enemy that pops out of the water, tries to get you. And they just give me problems, and that's all I had to say about that. But luckily, there is a run button in this game. I think I mentioned it. I'm holding it just so Wario will go as fast as he can. We're going to hurry up. Now, these levels are interesting. They're mostly linear, but there's a bit of a degree of exploration to them, because there's the treasures that we want to find, and there's going to be a treasure somewhere in this level we need to find, and then there's also the key. We cannot finish the level until we hit the key. Oh, I wish that wouldn't have happened, but that's fine. That fish kind of is ducking in between the foreground and the background, and I was hoping to hit it with fire when it came in from the foreground, but unfortunately that didn't happen, and that guy almost got me, because I was being a little uncareful. Because, the way the screen is, he was off screen, and then, I almost swam into him. But it's fine. We're good. It's fine. We'll maybe find a power-up in here. We just have to be careful that we don't get got by the chainsaw fish, now that we don't have a means of protecting ourselves. No garlic. That's a shame. Oh, and man, there's a thing up there. I hope that's not the... No, that's not where the power-up is. Not the power-up, the treasure. I think I remember where the treasure is in this early one. We are going to need... Bull Wario here, so hopefully Bull Wario is right here. Thank you for the Bull Wario. It all works out. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. Now, I apologize if you were hoping for, like, poking around and seeing every corner of the map. I would love to do that. I would love to stop and see every corner of the map, smell every rose, but we gotta hurry up. I've probably, lots of, like, gameplay things I've probably just scooted on past. I mean, I talked about the key, I talked about the jump things. But we really gotta hurry. I don't know if I'll be able to finish it in under 2 hours. When I streamed this game, which was the first time I had ever played this game, it took me like 2 hours, or 2 hours. It took me like between 5 and 6 hours to beat the game. We need to beat it in under 2 hours to get the best ending, which obviously did not happen. So I'm doing my best here. I actually don't know how long we've been playing. My recording says 15 minutes, but I also have a bad habit of starting the recording, because I was going to stop the videos after each boss, but it said that we've been playing for 5 on the thing, so I don't know how long we've actually been playing the video game. But it's fine. We're gonna fight Dinosaur Fish. I believe that's the name of this enemy. The boss's name's not entirely all that creative, but it's fine. We just run out of the way of He Spike Ball, and he can't hit us. Now, the bosses in this game, Wario cannot tackle dash at will, since, like, you could become small Wario and lose your ability to attack enemies. So you attack enemies typically by jumping or some means of jumping, because you can't rely on the tackle dash. Oh, also the tackle dash is interesting in this game. Oh, also we can crawl forwards and backwards, which is a cool effect, which I shouldn't have been doing whenever the threat of the dinosaur fish was upon me. But alas, I had to show off the crawl because I started to do it. You can't always be doing the tackle dash, because like, you could become small Wario, you wouldn't be able to do it. So most bosses you have to jump on. By most bosses I mean all bosses, you have to jump on to defeat them. So we just need to be careful that we don't do that. I feel like I was about to say something. Oh, I was going to show off, like, the tackle dash in this game is interesting, because in most games you just hit B and Wario just runs off in the direction that you're facing, whereas in this game he, like, preps it. He, like, puts his shoulder out, and at that point, once you move, he'll do a dash in that direction. Oh, and I missed. Okay, cool. I missed and got very nervous there, but it's fine. So we've beaten the boss. No problems, other than the fact that I almost died several times, but it's fine. You beat the boss and you get a money, which, like I said, money's not going to be super important for our run through, because if we get all the treasures and beat the game in time, money won't matter. In fact, money doesn't matter, because if you get all the treasures, you will still get the, like, second best ending in the game technically. But we were given money at the end of the boss fight. We might as well just go ahead and grab it. Do our best. We were given a key, a big fancy key for a bigger fancy elevator. No, it's the same elevator. It's just got a fancier lock, protected by a boss. Small Wario will go ahead and congratulate us. We're probably going to see a lot of small Wario congratulating us as we go through in this game. I'm actually going to get off the screen. I don't know if time passes there. So 8 minutes. Oh, look how happy little Wario is as the money goes in. That's nice. That's quite nice. So we're going to call this episode here. I don't know if it ended up being super short or not, but we have to, because this is Let's Play. You don't just... I mean, I guess I could just play the full game. Just be like, let's play, baby! Full game in one sitting. But we're going to call it here. Maybe next time I will be less panicked that we've started the thing, so now I don't have to worry about, oh no, I need to like play super-de-duper-de good because it's the first episode. Did I play super-de-duper-de good in this episode? Probably not, but it doesn't matter because we're in it for the long haul. We're going to get all those treasures. We're going to maybe finish in under 2 hours. I mean, we've spent 8 minutes for 4 levels, so that's looking pretty good, but I remember the levels being pretty long near the end of the game, so we'll see how that goes. I do not know if we'll be able to do it in under 2 hours, but I'm trying my best. Goodbye. I don't have a better goodbye than that.